Hello everyone. Wanted to share a little my experience of traveling in Ukraine. I was traveling to Ukraine from Almaty airport to Kiev, and there are two airports in Kiev. So I think in international flights goes to Borispol airport because it's my third time in Ukraine and third time I was traveling from Almaty to Borispol. Borispol is a small town next to Kiev, and I was flying by Ukraine Airlines. So if you have opportunity to use any other airlines, better use them because Ukraine Airlines not the best in my opinion. Their plane's pretty old, and in my plane there were only two toilets, and one of them was broken. So it was a huge line before the toilet all the time. My flight was pretty long, 7 hours and 30 minutes. During these 7 hours we had only one meal, only breakfast. So it's not enough in my opinion because I don't know, maybe I just used to eat a lot. But 7 hours, one meal, it's not enough, obviously. So as a vegetarian I used to take some food with me, some snacks. I got nuts and candies and like little water with me. So I survived. In Borispol airport there are 3 terminals, and it's easy to get the city center from the airport. They have a bus services, name is Skybus, and it's pretty cheap. It costs only 60 grivna. Grivna, it's local currency, Ukraine currency. So I got the bus from Borispol airport to Kiev. I easily found accommodation here. I found a flat, pretty nice and pretty cheap. It costs 460 per day, and it's pretty nice and clean in the city center. Also, you can use Airbnb here and maybe find something better. About transport in Kiev, there are 3 lines of metro, so you can easily get any point of the city by metro. Also, you can use Uber, which is pretty cheap as well. Like the short trips between the points of the city costs like 60 grivna as well, so not too expensive, not expensive at all. So then I had an opportunity to fly to go to Lviv. I went there by bus. The difference between cities that in Lviv is really hard to find accommodation because the city is really popular, really common for tourists and for citizens of Ukraine. So after 6 hours of searching flat, I finally stopped in a hostel. But the hostel was in the central city, in the downtown of the city. So there's no reason to complain because city is really beautiful and very old and beautiful, and I really like it a lot. There are so many things to do and so many things to visit, and I was in an opera there, which was pretty cheap, like very cheap. The building of the opera theater is very beautiful and old, and I enjoy my time there. About Ukraine, I think it's very beautiful country, just amazing. There are so many things to do and so many things to visit, and like pretty cheap for travelers as well. And if you need like any recommendations I can give you, because it's my third time in Ukraine. What more? Food is really good there, very tasty, and so many places. It can be really cheap or a little expensive, but you should definitely try the national cuisine. Very tasty. What more? What I didn't like that people here are little racists and nationalistic. because every time when I speak in Russian, the reaction of people are not really good. Also, like one of my friend, he wouldn't allowed to go to one of the club in Kiev because he is black, and I think it's a really bad it's a really bad thing when people treat you by your nationality or your ability to speak in any languages, because we are all even. And well, these things I really didn't like, that people treat me that I'm Russian or speaking Russian despite I'm from Kazakhstan, and I'm actually like mix of nationalities, Poland, Ukraine and Russian. So that thing I really didn't like. But basically the country is beautiful, the cities are nice, and people are pretty kind as well. But be careful, like one of my friends, he was from Australia, and he was like cheated by one Ukrainian girl who just wanted to earn a little money from their date. Like she asked about 1,000 hryvnia for a taxi, but then she went home by metro. So she just, you know, like earned a little money by dating with him, which is also not really pleasant thing. But basically I'm enjoying my time here, and if you need any tips how to come here, if you need any help to find information in English. But actually the difference between Ukraine and Kazakhstan, that in Ukraine there are lots of information in English in the city, like everything translated in English in the metro or in the like streets of Ukraine, lots of information in English, so you can easily find the way. Well, I think that's all. The short video is finished. Have a great time, have a great day, and if you need any help, contact me from my Facebook page. Talk to you later.